Welcome back to the channel and a new video on the 2024 Renault Clio. Absolute cracking little car, but in the last video we did get a bit of a block. We come up against a wall and that was we couldn't get any further into the computer system. The gateway was blocked. But fortunately we had a visitor.
We did.
We had an expert in the field of hybrid vehicles, of course. Josh actually just called in to see us.
Yep.
Had his super duper computer, mate, take over.
Yeah, basically picking up where we left off. Josh plugged in and soon established that there was a fault back here between the power point at the front and the battery. There's a jump point at the front, isn't there? And that's what we was powering the car up from. And he established that there was a brake, and he said, have you checked the pyro? And of course I said, yeah, I've put a meter on it. But what we realised was I'd put a meter on it off camera last time, but I'd put a meter and check the voltage there and check the voltage there, and they were almost identical. Well, unfortunately, I had a battery on jump leads at the front. It was the same volts almost as this. And I just assumed there was nothing wrong with what's called the pyro, which is an explosive charge in there.
Show that a bit closer. When the airbags deploy, 9 times out of 10 these do go, and you can see it's got the little airbag plug in it, and it just splits and fires there and breaks the connection there.
So we should say they don't always go.
No, they don't. No,
so
100%.
And that's where I wrongly assumed it was all right. Because I say I was checking, but when Josh with his computer established there was a break in the circuit front to back, we revisited it, if you like, and I realised what I'd done. So we disconnected, put continuity on there, and had no continuity. And that's how we found that's broken. Now you've found one of those, haven't you?
I've ordered
brand
it.
new.
I'll just add that actually. It's off a Volvo.
Yeah, they fit a lot of cars, don't they? So for an interim, what I've done, I think I put it in my pocket, Rob, didn't I? Somewhere. Yeah. I've made up a little link.
Yeah, lovely.
So we can just temporary test and see. All that's doing is what that would do, except that's not a that won't
explosive
blow. No, but we don't need that, do we?
No.
Because it's just temporary measure this. So we can put that back together in a minute and
try and get this driving.
Well, we can power everything up, can't we?
We've also got the airbags being done today.
We have.
So we've got that as well. But can I get you to hold this camera? I just want to show
you
something.
Just say, on, sorry, is I put this back together and connect it, and we're without even putting the computer on, we know, because I'll then be able to put the voltmeter on this battery, and then jump round to the jump point at the front.
You should have the same.
And we should have voltage there, and that should cure that problem.
What was very interesting, you like that, we've now got access to it, was Josh had auto data on his mobile phone.
Yeah, brilliant.
And he quickly brought it up and he went, oh, while I'm here, he's actually give us his login now. He showed us that, Chris, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which is your high voltage system isolator.
Yeah, that's it.
So that one they unplugged under the bonnet was a waste of time.
Yeah.
That's the one that you're meant to unplug. So anyway, if you want to work on the hybrid system, that can be unplugged. We've now got all the proper gloves anyway. But let's, mate, let's get that temporary one fitted till the new one arrives and see how far we can get along with it.
All right, mate.
So straight in the black box with that little patch lead, just temporarily there with Chris. He's put that in 2 13s. You've got a 13mm on the bottom for your main wire there. Then you've got your 2 little 13s at the top. And then, of course, you can connect that battery back up. That's on. He's going to test it with a meter. We've got power there. We've got no battery on the front, so he'll move around. He checks that we've got power there. And then into the car, just double checking everything. And at this stage, I don't know if Chris is actually under that seat looking around for a bit of shrapnel or looking for an OBD socket. No, he's got a diagnostic machine now and he's plugging it in just to see if he can get through that gateway that he was blocked on before. So the little repair done there, and Chris showed that he's got the same bolts here now as he has at the front. And he just said to me, he's got a load of lights that he didn't have and
central gateway, normal.
All green.
So, I'm presuming from that, do we know the process of how you drive Is this like that Infinity? You just
I'm going to be honest, I
put
don't,
it in drive.
I don't
and
know.
the engine don't even fire up,
But
does it?
first, let me latch the boot, latch the bonnet,
We're gonna have to,
and then
aren't we?
shut your door and
put the
oh,
windows
it's making
down.
a noise. Yeah. Let me.
Right, we've got a press brake and start, Rob.
That that bonnet can come open. It's latched. I'll just latch this boot. In fact, I have latched the boot. Let me just pull it down a little bit. Check SOS.
I'll foot on the brake, put it in drive.
It's flashing. The D's flashing. Look.
Yeah, we've got nothing.
Push that EV button up there, will it?
EV unavailable.
Right. Okay.
So let's go back to park, shall we? Let's turn it back off, shall we? Is that off, Rob?
Yeah. Put your foot on the brake and turn it back on.
Oh, she started.
It's running.
Oh, we got music. Hold on.
Well, that was easy, Chris.
Well,
See if it drives. Handbrake's on. Yes, he's off.
power steering works as well.
Everything's tight. Do you want to just carry on driving it?
Shall I?
Yeah, just go for it. Send it. We can always push it, can't we? Sounds like it ain't done many miles. Don't worry about that, Chris. That's just the bumper.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of plastic scraping. Let me run up the end of the road.
All right, mate.
So of course you can use Car Vertical to check out your car, your mum's car, your sister's car, or a car of course you're just about to find. This is the little Renault Clio odometer 2024. It looking good, and I'd expect it to as well. Financial and legal, always a big one on a very new car. Quite often they do show as on finance until the insurance clears the finance company, because ultimately it is the finance company that own the vehicle and they will receive the first payment. And then damaged, clearly highlighted there in bright yellow. Once we click on damaged, it says this vehicle was damaged, the vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off, and just underneath we'll get that write-off date, so April 2024, and it will say the category there, so S, structurally damaged. Also on the Car Vertical check, you've got your odometer, financial and legal, natural disasters, tax and emissions, specs and equipment, and of course your handy little timeline. There is only 3 records on this, and it's the date it was built, the date it was registered in the United Kingdom, and of course that written off date. And you can see it was registered March 2024 and it was written off April 2024. Thank you Car Vertical for the continued support on the channel. To benefit again from a nice little discount off your check, use the code up on screen from any browser, or just hit the link in the description where it will automatically apply your discount. That car just trebled in value to what we paid for it.
You probably didn't hear that, but
It's
the
not running.
engine cut out and a light come on, EV.
Chris,
on electric.
At least we know it all works. I just said that's just trebled in value to what we paid for it.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe how quiet that is.
All we got to we will remember to fit that pyro, because that will show up as a fault when we do the airbags, won't it?
Yeah. Right, turn round. I want to see you zoom past. Actually, stop there. Do you want to pull the bonnet catch and I'll shut the bonnet properly, and then we'll pull the boot catch as well and I'll shut that properly.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'll put it in park, Rob.
Park, yeah.
Did that just fire up
yeah,
on
it
its
just
own?
started up.
Yeah.
Have you got a boot
I've put
button
it in
here
park.
anywhere? If not, it'll have to be done with a key, won't it?
Did that unlock?
Nah, you might have to turn it off and...
Nothing?
Nah.
Right, I've turned her off.
There
she goes.
You should be good now for a run down the M25. Can you believe that car was that cheap? And a £20 fuse has fixed it. Unbelievable. But that's what they're there for, the pyros. They are there when the airbags go to cut power between the battery and the car itself for safety, and that's exactly what it does. Oh my God. It goes all right. When I waved you on, I didn't think you was going to go that fast.
I floored it.
It's
And it obviously kicks the engine in as well.
What have we turned Quiet Chris into, eh? It kicked the engine in.
Yeah.
Mate, let's get it in and get it prepped, because we got someone coming today to showcase something for us.
Yes, and we want to get that list of
We
bits
want
done,
to get that list, mate. Yeah, let's get it back in. But that is fantastic news. You could put that back through the auction now as a running and driving car and get twice your money back easy.
Yeah, that's right.
It just keeps... You like that, don't you?
I love it.
You guys know we have hooked up with AIRBAG Service Limited, and they are just pulling it out the bag for us every time. This is their actual company, Crash Deals, Accident Damage, Car Salvage, and they actually come out and install these airbag kits as well as supplying them to the trade and public. So we've got a new dashboard there, new steering wheel airbag, passenger airbag. The module is our original, it's been reset. Our seat belts, everything there is our original and it's been reset. And the guy is actually here today to showcase their skill set. They do these all the time, and he's going to get it done a lot quicker than we are. So, mate,
disconnect the battery.
Disconnect the battery, get you out of the way, and I'm going to crack on and get stuck in with him. Guys, if you need any airbags doing whatsoever, they actually send your dashboards away and repair them if they're too new and they can't get a replacement. Your seat belts, the turnaround time is unbelievable. There's a link in the description. So this is pretty impressive, guys. Watch this. Piece of cardboard. That's not me, that's Edwin. Everything he takes out of this car, he lays out in a particular order on that piece of cardboard. I've got everything out of the container that I've taken off the car, and I'm changing 2 back seat belts. Only 2 back seat belts. They're not easy to do, but I'm changing the seat belts, and watch what Edwin does. In the time I do 2 seat belts, watch what he does. Let's take a look now. So as much as I'm quite happy with how quickly I do an airbag kit, and I'm quite happy of how I do an airbag kit, it does always show you the difference between somebody who does it every day of their life and somebody who does it every now and then. I have fitted 2 seat belts in the back there. I'm not even finished with the passenger one, and this chap has actually got the dashboard out of the car. He's just about to lift that out, which is unbelievable. Chris, 10 minutes, like 15 minutes tops. I've done 1.5 seat belts. He's ready to lift the dash out. Absolutely incredible. I'm not going to stand in his way. I'm going to get round the other side and help him lift that out, even though he's probably not going to want any help. And then I guess it's in with the new one, but unbelievable how quick he's got that out of there. I'm blown away. You've done this before?
Yeah, of course.
So he removed the whole dashboard while I was doing them seat belts, but he does this day in, day out. AIRBAG Service Limited, thank you so much. They not only supply the airbags, but they actually send their guy out to fit the airbags, and look how fast he does it. They come to your place of work, your home address. They will literally come anywhere, supply and fit your airbags for you. If you want to send them your seat belts, they'll do them and send them back to you. So of course there is a link in the description, and a huge thank you to Edwin, our technician, once again. So a massive thank you today to AIRBAG Service Limited. Guys, look at that dashboard. All of it completely put back together. And I didn't have to be in here today. No, I did the seat belts. Why the airbag lights out. Why our technician, Edwin, today hooked it up, mate. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you so much.
he
You're
do-
welcome.
He
Yeah,
does
thank
this
you.
day in, day out.
Made it look easy.
He made it look very,
Yeah,
very
that's
easy.
right,
And
yeah.
I'm thinking, I'll make it look very hard now, but we're over the moon with that. And of course, we're going to put the link. Oh my God, he's tied it up as well. He's took everything away. We're going to put the link for airbag service in the description down below. Guys, if you need any airbag work, check them out. Chris, let's roll this in the workshop and make a list of the damaged parts. So making nice light work of it here, straight up in the air, we're going to remove the front bumper, remove that driver's side headlight, and then start removing that damaged front panel. It's actually the next day, but Edwin, you will see, appears in a moment because he actually went off yesterday and left his dongle in the OBD socket. He's got that back and we've cracked on, and we're going to remove as many of the damaged parts off this car as we possibly can and get that definitive list so that we're not waiting around for anything once the car's ready. I don't want to keep saying it because we sound like a bit of a stuck record when we say it, but genuinely, I think we had it off there.
I don't think it's too bad.
No, neither do I. The bits that didn't break, which are a huge expense, is the complete rad pack intercooler. There is not a thing wrong with any of it.
No.
Not a mark on it. There's the front panel, very, very small, and you can see the bottom's just snapped off of it there. We've got one headlight saved, that foam, again, no damage. The whole wiring loom for the bumper is all there, and both grills.
There's quite a lot on that, isn't there?
Yeah.
All this top section is undamaged.
The whole grille,
isn't
yeah.
it? The lower section,
Undamaged.
this anthracite panel, this black light.
The DRL,
Yeah.
it's all there, and it's all
So-
like good. So
yeah. So we need a bumper shell and the light to go with it, and that bit of trim. Front panel.
that's for the front.
Louvers seem to be all right.
yeah,
Rob.
they're not broken.
There is a couple of bits I've thrown in here. That bracket's quite severely bent with the noise generator, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Um,
Is the plug ripped off it there? It looks
Yeah.
like it's still got the plug on it.
yeah, yeah.
The under tray, that'll go again. That just needs
Yeah.
straightening out.
So we probably want to bracket for there, I think. On the car, still, which I'm going to have to take off, is this fuse box, and the casing for that is destroyed. So that'll be dealer, won't it?
Yeah. Another parking sensor there.
Yeah.
Chris, just to add, I do want to add here, we've pulled the isolator in the boot
have.
and the 12 volts disconnected,
We
so
have.
everything's switched off.
So, tiniest little bit there, look, Rob. Just the bottom of that, just bent, look. Nearly straighten it with your hand.
Yeah,
So no damage on there. So new wing, new headlight, new bumper, new front panel,
Box.
and then a few associated pieces.
Plastic and trims.
Yeah, and we should be good.
I don't reckon the headlight's going to be cheap. It is a Xenon.
I do think the front might have gone over a tiny little bit.
Do you?
Like that Fiat 500
Right.
a few weeks
So it's
ago.
so it'll have to go on the frame.
Yeah,
or-
it's just, it takes longer to set it up on there.
Yeah.
And just, but you can see on here that the bumper, the bonnet rather,
It's
just
hit the grill. Yeah.
rubbed on there, and that's where it has all gone that way slightly, but it's minimal.
I'll get on the phone and start trying to order all this up then.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're going to go. We've tried and we've tried and we've tried again. You was only saying the other day we need an award for using green parts constantly, recycling.
Yeah.
We've repaired a lot of cars using used parts, haven't we?
Well, I dread to think over the combined years we've both been in the industry,
Yeah.
how many cars have been repaired,
Yeah.
and how many second-hand parts.
Unbelievable,
Yeah.
like how much we've done. But with this car, we've tried and tried and tried, and there is nothing
No.
available
Too
second-hand.
new, isn't it?
It's way too new, and it is the newest shape. We thought it was a Mark V, and apparently it's not. It is the facelift version of that. So Chris is going to continue on. I'm going to get onto the phone to the dealer and start ordering up some parts. I think that is pretty much everything removed now. So we're just going to put a couple of cable ties, put everything in the container, of course, and then we're going to put a couple of cable ties in the radiator to actually hold it up, just give it some rigidity because it is just hanging there on the pipes and we don't want to cause any more damage. And then I think we can put this one outside. and then we'll let you know what the plan is and what is coming next for the 2024 Renault Clio. Anyone in the car trade, guys, will tell you that they love it when a plan comes together like that little car. You know how cheap it was when we bought it. It turned up as a non-runner. It's a mild hybrid. It's not a mild hybrid, that car. It's a full hybrid. And the last one we had was that Infinity. And then when it started coming up with all that, you know, you needed the dealer software to get into it, I said to Chris, oh, this is going to be a bit of an headache. But I spoke to Josh and he said, Rob, I'm passing through. It'd be nice to call in and catch up anyway in the next few days. So it was just at random. He said, I'm on my way and I've got my computer, and he managed to plug it in and straight away find that brake. We do keep laughing about it. Chris says, we're only human. Had that battery on the front, check the battery on the front, the battery on the back. He's still laughing about it now. It happens, it is what it is, but we got to the bottom of it in the end. The airbag kit, again, huge thank you to Airbag Service for coming out and showing us how they do it and how quick they do it. I was pretty impressed by Ed's skill there, and of course their links are in the description down below. We've got that new pyro installed. We've got no airbag lights. That car's running, driving, and in this video you would have seen we have stripped off all of the damage. So that is it now. I need to get all the parts here so that we can get it on that frame machine, get it squared up, get it panelled up, and get it off to the paint shop. Guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you do want to follow us on our other socials, there's the link in the description down below for them. And don't forget, if you've got a car for sale you think we might be interested in, you can reach out to us, sales, sruk@gmail.com. Don't forget, like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.